Thank you. It's just, growing up here, it's just automatically it's time. Yeah, so in Korea, it's a dream is a very, very important. Actually, this is the first time after I graduated this school coming in. Wow, it's weird. Many years ago, 30 years ago.
Okay, is it recording?
Okay, this is my elementary school. Name is Seoul Haekda. I went to mission.
Oh.
Suddenly, my mom was really surprised. Oh my goodness! She put some motor there somewhere. It just. I decided go. I always thought missionary is very special in my eyes. When I was a little girl here, whenever I saw missionaries, I thought they are angels without wing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's not me. I'm not angel. So not me, but in my eyes they're angels. So I never thought about going to mission. And then one day, I was already like 23 or 4. One day my friend, the sister McElprang, my friend in Farmington, mm-hmm. She was in my branch. And she came home from mission, from Busan mission, and she was giving talk, homecoming. In my eyes, suddenly, she looked so beautiful. And she was my friend. We went to elementary school, together. I'm thinking, if she can go to mission, I can go to mission. So that was the motivation. So I asked Harmony, can I go to mission? She said, what? So, yeah. But at the time, Abraham's dad was a stake president in Cheongju, stake president. And when my mom said it to him, and he said, I will support her. So we didn't have money for me to go to mission. But at that time, I bet these days too, there is a minimum you can pay, family can pay. That was how much? $50 minimum, 30 years ago for you. Minimum, so that was Abraham's dad paid it. I'll pay the minimum, $50 every month for 18 months. Let her go. So that's why I went to mission. I have a testimony about what's that? Tithing. Of course, gospel is wonderful. And I remember right after my mission, because my mom is not a member, she couldn't understand about tithing part. So I remember me and my sister tried to pay tithing. When at the time when we had a job, we give money to my mom, mm-hmm. because she needs money, and then from that she gets a part of it. So for the monthly expense, using bus, lunch, and my sister did the same thing. I did the same thing. Sometimes we had to skip the lunch. Sometimes we had to just walk instead of using bus, so we can pay tithing. Yeah, so just a really good experience. Since then, tithing is very important. And later, she found out we are doing it, so we can pay tithing. And she understood, she didn't want us to be hungry or walk forever. So she just she learned the lesson. So she just give us tithing first, and then give us a monthly expense. So that was a good thing. And then I always taught my kids, whatever you do, first put the tithing away. That's not your money. It's God's money. So I think I got lots of blessing from that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, I know this gospel is really true for our family, and we're going to live forever because of what's that Jesus Christ atonement. There's no doubt we'll be together forever as a family because of His sacrifice. If we can keep our commandments fully, we'll be right there, whole family, right? I'm so happy, especially my kids are doing genealogy very, very well, going to temple. Even I just remember when we went to temple for Matt's wedding, and the sealer, I met him out there, and I said, thank you very much for doing that. And he said, oh, I remember that couple. Last year, they came, all the time. That for them, it's a very unique, young people coming to temple that often. It's a very unique thing. And my kids are doing it that way, and I'm so glad. I'm so proud of my kids focusing in all that gospel commandments, whatever, good thing. This is temple. Your dad and I married. When? 19? I forgot. 86. While we are walking, I talked to your dad. I said, I came to meet you because you're American, I'm Korean. And your dad said, oh, I had the same feeling. I was going to tell you too. Oh, okay. So we just walk around. And then your dad told me, when I had a girlfriend, I had a girlfriend for 5 years, but I broke up, and I said, yes, I had a boyfriend, I broke up, and he said, if we meet continually, what's the worst thing coming? I said, what's that? Fall in love. Because I said, I had experience, even if I loved my boyfriend, but I had to break up because he was not LDS. That was really hurting. It was so fall in love, it is the worst thing. And he asked me, oh, okay, what's the best thing if we meet continually? And I said, fall in love. So he said, okay. So if worst and best thing is the same thing, let's think about good thing, best part. I said, okay. So that's why, okay, maybe, fall in love is a really best thing,
Uh-huh.
So that's why we walk around. First, when we met, we said, oh, maybe we can't see each other because we are foreigners, different culture. On the way out, oh yeah, maybe we can meet continually. Yeah, let's think about only best part. That means getting married. Funny, So this park is the one we decide. Second date. we decided, oh yeah, maybe we can marry. But yeah, it happened. Yeah, from there.
Isn't this the park where you first held hands too?
Uh-huh. Yeah, on
When-
the way out, I bet. Because we're gonna marry. Let's think about only best part instead of worst part. And your dad said it was so funny. He said, he had a girlfriend for 4 years and broke up. So he never thought he's gonna find a girl. And his major was a psychologist, so he never thought he's gonna find a girl this fast. If somebody said it to him, he might think, oh my goodness, that person is crazy. And he said, I'm doing it. But he said later, that was the most precious adventure. Yeah, he never regret.
Here we are.
Yep. And I have 5 wonderful, crazy kids. This is a Tanung. It's one of Li Dynasty time king's graves here somewhere. We already, thought about maybe we should marry in the cast, that part. We came here, I don't know, a few days later or something, and he told me about ski. This is the place that he told me about ski. I thought he's a good guy, and maybe I could marry him, but I was not quite sure because a very short time we know each other. And we came here, your dad said he loved to ski. And he said, but I just, what's that? Instead of just skiing, it's just like a flat, nice place. He loved to ski between trees. It's just so fun. It's just he's looking at the space, between trees, the space. It was just so fun. Of course, he's a good skier. And he said, but when he ski, if he look at the tree, suddenly he's banging into the tree. But if we look at the space between the trees, he never hit the tree. Life is the same thing. Even if we are, like a international marriage, a different culture, but if he said tree is like our life hardships. So if we don't look at the tree, if we look at the space, we'll have a happy life. And when he told me that story, I thought, this is the one. If he has that positive mind, I can go with him. We said somewhere like this, it was I bet August. So it's like very greenish time. And it doesn't matter, it's an international marriage or just a normal marriage. Still, we have trees in our lives. So if we will try to look at what's the happiness between those trees, we will live a very happy life. And he did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. I met your dad very, very short time. I met your dad July 23rd and married July 20th. When did I meet? July 27th, I met him first time at church, and I married your dad September 27th. So it's exactly 2 months. So all this happened very fast, and then I told my mom. So my mom was shocked, and she said, "Oh my goodness, it's American." She didn't want me to go to America because Abraham Golden's mom died in America. So yeah. And when I told her, she was not happy, was that about your dad. And then one day I had a dream, and I woke up like a 4 or 5 o'clock. Your Harma was already woke up cleaning because old lady can't sleep. So she already cleaning, and she said, I woke up early, and what's wrong? I said, I had a dream, I don't know. And she said, okay, tell me about your dream. So I told her about my dream, and she said, oh my goodness, that dream could be having babies or could be wedding, getting married. So after that dream, just the Harma was 100% supportive.
What was the dream?
Dream was, I was standing, it's like a fireplace, like a campfire place, and standing there talking with my friends, and my mission president was there too. And then in my mind, oh my goodness, how can I tell my mission president about Scott? Because for 18 months, he's like my father, figure. So I thought, how can I tell him? And he's gonna be maybe upset at me because, how can you marry, American guy? So I thought, how can I say it? I was worried. We talked, and suddenly in the campfire, there is how can I say? It's like a fire bird coming out. Yeah. It's like, I don't know what kind of bird exactly. I think it was for Korean people, it's like symbolizing some special, it's like a wedding bird or something. Came out and then go around about 3 times around me, that firebird, and going to my mouth. At that time, I was thinking about how can I tell my mission president about Scott, So it's just to go 3 times and then going to my mouth. So I told my mom. My mom said, so why, thinking about Scott? I said, yeah, okay. That means you're getting married to him. There is no doubt that he's the one, your husband. So after that, she just 100% support me. And it's like Korean tradition. You have to tell dad or first, was like a patriarch guy. That was my oldest brother. And I was worried, how can I say, My mom, she said, don't worry, I'll tell him. So I don't know how she told him anyway. So it's because I didn't have a father. I had a stepfather, but it's not my real father. So my brother had to prepare lots of things, he had to buy Scott's whole suit, watch. It's like Korean tradition. So my oldest brother had to do it. He did everything. I don't know what my mom said to him. So just first my mom was really, couldn't believe I'm doing it, but because after that dream, she just, so in Korea, it's a dream is a very, very important. So when parents was to have a kid, somebody's having dream about, you're pregnant. It's like a sign. I never had it with my 4 boys, but I had it with Leah.
Really?
Because I wanted a girl so much. I think that's why I still remember, beautiful was that peach. Yummy peach. We call Cheondo Boksunga. It could be. Yeah, it's like a Boksunga means it's a peach, but it's from heaven. So we call Cheondo Boksunga. Yeah. I had it. And after that I had a Leah. My mom said, oh, you're going to have a girl.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. I had a dream when I was pregnant with Jason. I think because when I was pregnant, I went to my friend's house, just an international couple. And they just had a baby, and I look at the baby. Oh my goodness, I never seen that ugly baby. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have an ugly baby. You know, so I was having nightmare. And then one day, you know, I had a dream, and I woke up. I think I cried, or I had a really, really ugly baby. And I think, oh my goodness. And then Grandma said, you know, I told her, and Grandma said, you know what? Look at yourself. Are you ugly? Look at Scott. Is he ugly? I said, no. She said, don't worry, you're going to have a beautiful baby. And I really had a beautiful, beautiful baby.
Beautiful Jason.
Everybody loved Jason. He's so beautiful. My wedding day, and Matthew had the same experience. This temple has this ceiling room. It's right inside the celestial room, so everybody has to wear white temple clothes, even guests. And I thought that was my time only. So I remember everybody, all the guests, and not a lot. It's just like a Matthew, few guests there, and we all had a white clothes. So we took a picture in visiting center, and it's just a good memory. And Matthew had the same like us.
Was Dad handsome on the wedding day?
He was. But he didn't have a suit, just a white shirt and white tie and the baptism pants. He didn't know. And I thought, when I called here, you know, do you have a wedding dress? And they say yes. So when we didn't prepare, because temple was that dedicated not long before we married, so they didn't have a lot of a detailed explanation. So so I called the temple, do you have a wedding dress? And I have to bring the wedding dress, and they said, oh, don't worry, we have a wedding dress. So I brought the beautiful bouquet, and they have a wedding dress. They are saying it's like a normal temple dress with the one teeny lace right over here. That was it. That's the wedding dress. And it was too late, you know, find some wedding dress. So that was my wedding dress. Many years ago, 30 years ago, we came here for honeymoon. Your dad and I came here for honeymoon, Sarak Mountain. But we didn't come this one, but it was a fall, and we had a beautiful autumn leaves, and everywhere is a cosmos. Just love this place.